Across Nigeria, millions of citizens encounter the police not as protectors, but as predators. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, more than 30% of Nigerians who had contact with the police reported paying a bribe, the highest rate among all public institutions. For some, the encounter ends quietly. A small bribe, a short delay, a silent agreement. For others, it becomes something far worse. Pastor Bimbo Phillips says the troubles did not begin with a crime. They began with a community problem.
We have issue with our transformer in 2018. So when the transformer blew, so we wrote a letter to Ikeja Electric. Our head office is at Bonle Alimosho side, for them to come and take the transformer away or to come and repair. So after much repair, they realized that it cannot be repaired. So we asked them to come and take it away so that they can stop our billing.
Her community lived without electricity for more than 2 years. In the absence of government intervention, residents took their fate in their hands. They raised funds. They bought a transformer. She helped organize the effort. The decision, she says, marked the beginning of repeated arrest and harassment.
So during that period, the community chose 4 people, 4 men. We contribute money on several times before they can get this transformer. But we realized that when we are going for this transformer, they were quarreling, fighting. 4 of them, they are not in good terms. It seems the money caused issue. So it lasted us 9 months in darkness. So they bought this transformer in 2019. That was when it closed 9 months. So after that, the transformer, after the second day, the transformer blew. When the transformer blew again, what happened? This new transformer that everybody is happy, we went to NEPA. So when they came, they now realized that the earth of the transformer is not good. They call it earth. I don't know. So they call it earth. So when they came, they said, we should be pumping water into the transformer. I've never seen a transformer where they pump water. Pour water, how can we do it? So we fetch water, we did this, but it will dry after a few hours. After 3 months, the transformer pack off. It did not work again. Even if you pump water, it's no longer working. So we now went, we were expecting those that went the other time to those 4 men, but they are not in good terms. All of them, they don't talk again. They were fighting, but they did not tell us the cause of their issue. It's only engineer Odetunde.
She alleges that a private individual used the machinery of the state to settle a personal dispute.
So if we come to the community, tell us, NEPA said we should bring 500,000 though, we'll go around.
That's this engineer
Odetunde
became the sole administrator.
Yes. So when I got to NEPA, to our Ikeja Abule Taylor, we were at here, they said I should go to Ponle. Okay. I now went to Ponle. I saw one engineer Okoye, that was the business manager then. Okay. So when I saw engineer Okoye, I said, sir, what is our offense? After 9 months in darkness, now another 3 months. Yesterday, we sent something to you for your recharge card. I don't want to mention as a Nigerian. We sent something, and the money we sent them was 350,000 for your recharge card, sir. So why are you doing this to us? Say, madam, don't implicate me. Nobody gave me any money. It's not only 350. We have been contributing.
The total money contributed to this particular engineer who lives in your community is around
500,
600,000.
Yes. I know the money we asked you to give engineer Okoye,
that's a 350.
The last one, you did not. He said he did not receive money from you. Is it true? Calm down. That was why I know that engineer Okoye did not collect money. So that's why I called meeting. That is where problem started. I went to Okeafa. That is their warehouse, to bring the transformer. I took an engineer there that checked. So we brought the transformer. That is the transformer we've been using since 2021. The power is June. So they took the case to zone 2. After taking the case to zone 2, I wrote my statement. So they asked him to come. When they asked him to come, he did not go that day. After about 4 invitations, they said they went without informing them. And I went to the AIG at zone 2. Sir, this thing is too much for me. I only assisted my community. This one is taking it so far. Somebody called me from Meron. The DPO want to see me. So I called the DPO. The DPO asked, is he there? He said yes. So I was very happy that thank God is there. Let me rush there so that I can call the zone 2 that is there so that they can start coming. When I got there, I entered the DPO's office. We talk, normal this thing. I called the ACP. But HCP Adesoye. When I called the ACP, the DPO spoke with the ACP that no problem. So the ACP now said they will be coming from zone 2. So you should make sure he detained him. The woman said yes, no problem. As I was about coming out from the DPO's office, I want to excuse her, people will be coming. I said, let me wait outside, man. No, he said, no, wala. I just saw some people that just gathered me. 1 woman, 2 men. I said, excuse me, I want to pass. They now said, no, we are from Alagban. They show me ID card. I said, welcome. They said, if you don't follow us, you have to follow us. If you don't follow us, we will offend you.
Inside the police?
Inside DPO's office. Inside DPO's office. I now look back. I said, DPO, see what? He said, maybe you have to follow that. I said, what do you mean? ACP, they call you from zone 2 now. You did not tell them that some people are around. You said, maybe I should follow them. I cannot follow them. I now call the ACP. Sir, the DPO said, I now narrated what happened, that some people are here from Alagban. He said I should not follow, that the guys are on their way coming. So I told DPO, supposed to speak with ACP. He said, he did not talk. Why are you not talking? He said, Alagban Superior Zone 2. Alagban Superior Zone 2. Is that why you are doing this to me? I now told him, I'm not following you. Right from the office, this guy, his name is Benga Daniel. Give me I cannot say it, the beating of my life. I was inside the office, I was beaten, I was brutalized. I did braiding. You know what is braiding? Bob Marley, one like this. He removed braiding from my head. They took me out, they dragged me from inside the office to outside. He was beating me. The DPO was looking. I was saying, DPO, you call yourself a woman, see what they are doing to me, doing the beating. He did not say anything, was just doing like this before Almighty God. Before Almighty God. They were beating me. Two guys, but the one that was beating him was the big Daniel. The boss came there is a woman, she stand there, Allah. They threw me inside Korokpe, all these small buses, and they took me to Alagbo. So when guys saw me at Meron Junction, so when they saw me, they are beating me. That's auntie. They went to block them at Amadia. That is the 2 bus stop away on the express. So they blocked the road. No motor will pass. Where are you taking auntie to? This guy bring out gun. He said he's going to shoot them. The Bengadane. And now on the streets, Amadia. They did not tell me offense. Before Almighty God. When they were beating me on the floor, so when I want to stand up, I hold this clothes to stand up. So when they realized my sister was snapping, they snapped my hand. They said I hold police. No, that I beat police because my hand was on his clothes. I want to stand up from the floor. They were beating me. When they get to Tomelan Bridge, said they should throw me inside Tomelan Bridge. They collected my phone. I cannot make call. If you see my face, see hand, see marks. When commissioner saw me, what happened to her? They said she's the one that beat us, so see her hand. See her hand, see. She tear our clothes. She tear Benga clothes. They show him. They was, you are beating my boys. No, I cannot take it. I said, what is my offense, sir, that brought me here? He said, no, they should go and lock me up. The commissioner. In anti-fraud. They took me to anti-fraud. So I was inside cell.
On what offense?
On what offense? So my family, they didn't allow me to go out. So my community member, they now what are they going to do? But they quickly gather 250,000 naira
For what?
250,000.
What is 250,000 naira for?
For them not to take me to court because of police.
Who was the 250,000 naira given to?
Boss Kendi. That they will take me to court and they will jail my enemy because I beat police.
But bail is supposed to be free. How come you're paying 250,000?
They said no. So I was still under drip. When I came back, because the beating was much. As we were inside, we just heard bang from our gate, stone. When we came outside, we saw Ayeni, Mr. Ayeni. My son came out. How can you be beating this man that came to greet us? He said, for them to release me, they thought they would take me from there to prison. Ayeni beat my son. Now went to carry 2x4 sticks, started beating my mommy. Thank God I recorded it and I have the video. So he beat my son, he beat my mother. This landed them in a hospital. After then, I now call them, the boss Ekende, super boss Ekende that collected money, that see what your people are doing. He said, see why they beat my mother. See this, I sent the video to her. He said we should come. This is a two fighting. We call it Afri. I say two fighting. Mama of over 70 fighting this guy of 50 years. You don't you see the video? That is this guy that carrying wood in my gate, not in his house. He said he's afraid, so they should go and lock Mama. They lock my mommy. He said they lock my mommy inside before they can bail Mama safe. It was around 9 p.m. from that morning before they can release my mother. I was involved in a fatal accident after that. I lost memory. Later, God did it back. I was in coma for 1 month. I was still on bandage. I was on wheelchair. I cannot walk. I cannot do anything. Next day, Wednesday, we had another knock. Back. They broke the new gates. What happened? My people rush aside. They said, "Brother, police. Police from where? From Panti. What happened?" They said they want to arrest Mrs. Phillips. My mommy said, "Come inside." They enter into the compound. When they enter, my mommy now, they wheel me outside from the wheelchair. They said, "This is Mrs. Phillips that you came to arrest." Those people now say, "This is the person." Baba, you said this woman broke your motor. And this woman just came from hospital. She has been in hospital since September. This is December. She just came. All the community will be panicking because whenever they see them, they can be up to 10 at my gate. I have to go and see AIG. Did you know AIG came down? Because in the vehicle, I cannot come down. When he read the petition, he said, "Police collected money from you, 250,000 naira. No, this is that. They should refund my money back. So in case they cannot settle, they cannot handle. They collected money and now asked us to go and settle at home. That never." So he now said they should take the case to Court. The IP of the case was Supo Said. He now said, "Madam, this is your case. Go and rewrite this petition. Change it. Remove police this thing from there. If you don't remove it, this will implicate you." He said there is no police that doesn't collect money. So even if AIG has them to pay, give me money, they cannot give me. That's how this man changed this case for me. If we go today, we ask us to come tomorrow. Later, he collected 50,000 naira.
For what?
Again, that he want to use it to, because those people from Panti were still coming. So I want to use it to radio them that they should stop coming to my house. So when the wahala was much, our community, my family, my husband called that they should take the case to court. I was about entering Alagban, 3 or 4. They picked me from there on the road. They threw me inside Korokma. So where are you taking me to? Where are you taking me to? They said I should bring my food. I said, "Never. This time around, I will not give you my food," until they take me to Yaba Magistrate Court. Before they were trying to perfect my billing, they took me inside the bus, Women Correctional Center, Kirikiri.
What?
Kirikiri. They did not allow them to perfect my bill.
Nigeria's Correctional Service data shows that over 2/3 of inmates nationwide are pretrial detainees. despite constitutional guarantees of personal liberty.
That was December 18, 2024. I was taken to Kirikiri. Immediately they took me to Kirikiri. You know, I've called my family that they have taken me to Kirikiri. They came to house again. Carry my mommy. Mera police. Carry my mommy. Carry my children. Carry my sister that came to do Christmas. They carry all of them, lock them in Mera police station. I was in prison. My mommy and my family are in cell. They said I will do Christmas in prison. My family will do Christmas in cell.
Steve Winners says his ordeal began the way many encounters with the police begin in Nigeria, with an arrest or what he calls an abduction. No warrant, no explanation, no evidence.
An Anglican bishop had reached out to you saying that he was going to send some personnel to you who were going to work with you for the events. And you didn't know that the people who were coming were looking for a missing child.
When the event was about to kickstart fully, the hall was filled to the brim. So a lot of personnel were there, both security. So I wouldn't think anything and again, a clear conscience fear, no accusation. So they asked me that they love this event and that they are from Imo State Police Command.
This event was held in Port Harcourt.
Yes, in Port Harcourt.
And the personnel came all the way from Imo State.
Yes, from Imo State. I saw a vehicle parking when I was about to bid goodbye. That was when a gun was brought out. They brought out a picture of a girl, a girl. And she that when Bishop said, yes, it's one of the pictures I use online for my advert. So from there they said, they want to see me. I said, okay, if you want to see me, I don't really understand what's happening, but let me inform my manager and because my event is ongoing. And so at that point, they said every other thing I say will be held against me at the court of law.
That moment, what went through your mind?
The first thing that came to my mind was, I have been kidnapped. I started beating myself, what do I have that I should be kidnapped? And when we got to the state, I told the DPO, I said, your men kidnapped me from my event, that this is a kidnap. It's not an arrest. I stayed 4 days in the place they kept me, in the station.
What were your charges? What did the DPO say were your charges when you went to state CID?
Adoption, kidnapping, murder. Then he took murder to the magistrate court. When the magistrate was reading, future other charges about 30-something years imprisonment.
Wow.
I had to scream. I was telling them, I said, look at what happened. So they shut him off. The magistrate said, no, you can't shut him off. I can bring him here without a lawyer.
Let me ask about your first night in prison.
Well, that night, one caption immediately came to my mind, birthday to prison. A lot of things happened that first night. I remember someone was also arrested. I met that person there. The person was crying for help, food, and they were just beating him, torturing him. No water, he was just bleeding. They're saying all sorts of things to him, and in my eyes, Goro eye, the person died. That's the first day I ever saw someone die, like crying for the help and no way, no water.
Steve spent 3 years behind bars. 3 years for crimes he says he never committed. No conviction, no trial that delivered justice, only survival.
How did you go from expecting to just spend a week to spending, what, 3 years?
Yeah, it was just like movie, not a place that I may even wish my worst enemy to be. But God kept me, and I know I think on 2 occasions I attempted suicide.
In 2023 reports by the Legal Defense and Assistance Project found that more than 60% of detainees in Nigerian correctional centers were awaiting trial, many for years.
This page right here belongs to Steve Venus, also alias Chief Owo. Let's go down to see the first time or where all of this started. Let's just keep scrolling. We're looking for 2018 of when Steve downloaded those images from the internet. So here we are. We can see something here. We can see a picture of a child. So let's read. He said, though they look hopeless and helpless, but we can help put smile on their faces. Join me as I hope Steve Venus Dance with the Orphans 2018 on Saturday 24th of March 2018, a music comedy variety show. So this is one of the pictures that he downloaded. This right here is Steve Venus. Also, let's see what he had to post. This was on February 5th 2018. Steve Venus had written on Facebook, I cry for a reason we all may not understand or care about. I cry for the helpless and hopeless orphans in the world because majority of us do not care about them. He's also talking about his outing on the 24th. Now we see several images of orphans that Steve had downloaded from the internet. We can see several images, several of them. Let's put a smile. So he was advertising all of this from February up until, this was the last on this, up until March 18th. We move straight to August 20th, 2021. After his release, God is too faithful, I am now a free man. So between March of 2018, the last post, up until the next time we see a post was August 20th, 2021. That is 3 years after.
In Bayelsa State, a routine stop over a driver's license turned violent. Amnesty International documented at least 82 cases of torture, ill treatment or excessive use of force by Nigerian security agents in routine policing encounters between 2020 and 2024. He says it told them he was sick. It did not matter. What should have been a brief interaction became an exercise in fear and pain.